Hey, Iris. Do you have a moment to talk?
Right now? Sure. What's going on?
Well, this has to do with the trip we're taking starting tomorrow. Nadia is going to be coming along with us.
What? Nadia's going to be coming along with us on this trip?
That's right. After talking with Nadia yesterday about the trip we planned to take, she told me she wanted to go along with us as well. So I invited her along to join us on this fun family trip.
Wait. What do you mean you just invited her along? You saying it so casually like that is a huge problem. Tomorrow is when we're all planning on heading out.
Nadia said that she'll be ready in time for tomorrow, so we don't have to worry about her. She's already started packing while we're here speaking.
Wait, I'm not worried about the fact that she'll be packed or not for the trip. You do realize that this trip is a family trip, and that means that it's just meant to be between us and your parents, right? And, well, you're asking for a random woman to come and join us on this trip that's supposed to be only for the family. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
What do you mean, random person? Nadia is a long-time friend of mine, right? We've known each other ever since we were tiny, and she's always been around me and my family. She's pretty much a sister to me, honestly.
I'm sure to you things may seem that way between you two, but to me, I'm not really that comfortable being around her.
You don't have to be worked up over here. She's not going to do anything to you, and she won't expect anything from you either. She actually happens to be a really outgoing woman, so you and her will get along quite well, to be honest.
This is not about us communicating with one another. Tomorrow is the trip, right? We already made reservations for just 4 people to stay, and there isn't any available room for her. I'm not sure the resort will take too kindly to us just changing the amount of people we'd like to have on our reservation.
I'm sure the resort will be fine with us adding 1 extra person. You think they'd throw a fit over something like that? And when they bring food to our rooms every morning, they can always bring extra so she can have that. You are getting way too worked up over nothing here.
Wait, there is also the car situation. The car will only fit about 4 people into it, so she won't be able to ride with us.
Car situation. Well, let's do this. We can have Nadia ride in the car with us, and you can take the bus there or something.
What?
Well, since there can only be 4 people fit into the car, I'll be the one driving, and I'll have Nadia ride shotgun, and Mum and Dad in the back seats. So you can go ahead and take a bus there, and we'll all meet there once everyone arrives.
What? Why me?
Why you? Because Nadia doesn't know anything about the resort and where it's at. If we have to take the bus there or something, she'd probably get lost on the way. She's not really used to traveling by herself, so it would be best for her to come with me in the car. I think you're far more used to riding buses and traveling on your own, so you go ahead and take one. Don't you feel like that's the best option here?
Huh?
Also, there's this. At the resort, you're going to be with my parents. Remember, we reserved 2 rooms in that suite there, right? 1 for my parents and 1 for you and I. Well, I'm thinking that Nadia and I will share a room, and you can be with my parents. How's that sound?
Huh? Why would you suggest something as stupid as that to me? Don't you think that she should be in a room with your parents and you and I get a room to ourselves? Why, when you and I are husband and wife, do I have to be with your parents?
What's wrong with that? Do you not want to be with my parents?
It's not that I don't want to be with them. Rather, I'm going to be thinking about how you are sharing a room with Nadia. I'm not going to do something like that. And it's not even like these rooms are going to be that big anyway, so I'm going to be smothered by both your mom and dad. This is not okay, Lucas. Anyway, I've already told you we can't just ask the resort to increase the amount of people on the reservation, right? It's too late. I'm sorry, but it's a no-go from me on having Nadia come along with us this time. Now, go tell her no.
If I went back to her now and said no, I'd feel terrible for her. She's been looking forward to this trip for the past couple of hours. It's totally fine that we'll be bringing 1 extra person along. If the resort does have any issues with her coming, then I'll be the one paying for her, all right? That should make you happy, right?
What? When making the plans for this whole trip, you said you wouldn't pay for any of my trip and stay, saying that it was mine to pay for. so I had to use up my bonus from this year to pay for this trip. But when it's for Nadia, you're all in on paying for her to come on the trip.
What's wrong with that? Stop trying to make it seem like you hate all of this. Now, this is all fine with you, right?
No, it's not. Let me tell you right now that Nadia is not just some normal longtime friend of yours. I've heard plenty of times from your mom that in the past you both dated for a while. So in other words, Nadia is your ex-girlfriend, right? What the heck do you think you're doing, bringing your ex-girlfriend on a family trip with both your parents and your wife? I don't think any of this is funny if it's some kind of joke. I do not want her coming along with us.
What's gotten into you? You jealous of her or something? You are such a loser for being jealous of someone like her.
This is not about me being jealous of her. This is the family trip that I had to plan out and then pay for. This is about me wondering why, out of all the people you planned to bring along on this trip last minute, you chose to want to bring your ex-girlfriend. And why are we still talking about her as though you want to be around her all the time? I'm your wife. Why do you want her around you all the time on this trip when I'm the person you're supposed to love? This is all completely screwed up.
Oh, you are such a pain in my neck, Iris. I've told you already that Nadia is just a long-time friend of mine now, and that's it. And the only reason we dated in the past is because both of our families are friends with each other. Being around one another all the dang time would lead to us trying out the dating life with one another, right? And let's be honest, you came far later than her in my life. So just give it up and deal with her.
Deal with her? What? You're going to mess up all the plans I worked so hard on making the day before the trip when you never once helped me in any way setting all this up? I had to reserve the resort and pay for all that. I had to reserve all the food and pay for that, and I'm supposedly the one paying for gas. But now you want me to ride the bus there separately and then stay in a room with your mom and dad? You really think I'm just going to deal with all of that? You have no right.
Oh, jeez. You're being so freaking rude now. My mum said this was fine having Nadia join us. I just got off the phone with her a little bit ago, and she said she'd love to have Nadia on the family trip. Even my dad said it would be all right to have her tag along. So right now it's 3-1, and the three of us want her to come along.
Huh? You're telling me that both your parents are fine with all this as well? They're fine with both the car situation and the resort?
Yes, they both are. The only person that's against all of this is you, all right? Can you give up on fighting me on this and just let it be? I think it's best that you stop trying to piss me off any further, all right? I hate having to deal with jealous women with you right now.
Is that so? All right then. Then go ahead and do whatever you guys want. And as for tomorrow, I'll be taking the bus instead.
Now, was that so hard? You could have just started with all that and we would have been completely fine. Now I'm going to get all your things out of the car and put them in the garage, and I'm going to let Nadia know that she can bring her stuff over whenever to put in the trunk. Thanks, Iris. Hey, wait a minute, Iris. Where is the key to the car? It's not where it normally should be. Right now, everyone is at the house ready to take off. Mom and Dad and Nadia. Since I don't have the key on me, I can't even unlock the car. Did you have any idea where it might have been left?
I happen to have it on me right now. Did you need it?
What? Wait, you're already on the way to the resort now, right? Right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm on my way to the resort right now. The bus actually arrived a little earlier than expected, so I'm just here waiting on you guys at the bus stop. Ah, and the spare key for the car is also in my purse.
What the hell were you thinking? You have both the car keys on you, which means that all of us won't be able to take the car. How are the four of us supposed to get to the resort now?
Well?
Iris, are you trying to piss me off right now?
Who do you think is more pissed off at the moment? I think that I am far more pissed off than you are, and I have been all day. This was the family trip that I put all my time into planning and then had to pay for with all my bonus. And you think that you can just start inviting whoever you want to come along a day before we leave? And what's worse is you wanted to bring along your longtime friend, who also happens to be your girlfriend, and have her ride in the car with you, all while making me take the train? And then you want me sleeping in a small room with both your parents while you and her get to share a bed together? How much more were you going to screw with me like that, you jerk? After something like that, I'm not sure I'll be able to fathom the frickin' nerve you have. And the fact that your parents agreed with you on that says a lot of things to me. So I'm done with you being such a pain in my neck. I'm going to get a divorce from you, and then you can be with your ex-girlfriend all you want.
Well, wait, hold on, a divorce? Wait a second, calm the heck down. Do you have any idea what a divorce even is?
Are you going to keep acting like I don't know what's going on here? I know dang well what a divorce means. It will allow for you to run off with that longtime friend of yours and have the relationship you've both been wanting to have.
Wait, are you freaking kidding me right now? You actually plan on getting a divorce from me now, just over something like this?
Just over something like this? What? You think that what you've been up to is just something simple? I see. So it's just normal for you to go around flaunting your affair in front of my face like that? Well, then that's enough of me putting up with you and your dang family now. I am going to end you all. You, your parents, and that woman you've been cheating on me with.
Wait, cheating on you? Cheating on you with her? I told you that Nadia and I do not have that kind of relationship with one another. I get that we went on a date once before, but right now the two of us are just longtime friends. Nothing else. You're way too crazy about all this stuff.
I am? Do you think that I have no clue about what's been going on with you and her? I have heard a lot from that longtime friend of yours, Lucas, about how when you say you have to work overtime, you're really up to something else. I've heard all the details about it because I receive a text about it every time. Sending me pictures every single time you both are together, bragging about how she gets to be with you.
What?
At the start of all this, I didn't want to think it was anything significant. But recently, things with her have only been getting worse. Sending me pictures of you both sleeping on bed together naked, and some of you both hanging out in different hotel rooms together.
What? Wait, are you serious? No, wait.
I've gone ahead and saved all those pictures to my phone, and now I have all the proof I need of you and Nadia being more than just longtime friends. And not just the photos, but screenshots of her bragging to me about what you both were up to, and recorded voicemails you sent me saying that you'd have to stay at work late again. With all this evidence I have, I could send you right to hell. Go ahead and start getting all your money in order. You're going to need it for the settlement I'm asking for. I plan to get in touch with a lawyer really soon here.
No, hold on for just a minute. You have this all completely wrong, all right? I'm literally nothing to Nadia besides a friend, and that goes both ways with us. You are the woman I love the most, and only you, all right? So, let's just both calm down a bit here. We can both take some time to breathe and talk all this through.
I'm already quite calm, actually, besides the occasional anger. Also, when you say that I'm the woman you love the most, that must mean there is another woman you love the second most, right? And maybe even a third? People that cheat really don't know how to phrase what they want to say properly, do they?
You're wrong. You have this all wrong. Hey, can we please take a moment to discuss all of this in person? We can all get on the bus right now and meet you there to talk this all over.
Well, if you want to come all the way out here, then be my guest. But there's no place for you guys to stay out here, all right?
What? Wait, but we still have the other room, right? We reserved 2 rooms for the 5 of us.
The 5 of us? I only ever reserved 1 room. And it's a larger room for my sister and my parents to all stay in with me. Well, I had always planned for us to all share one large family room, but I didn't want to waste it all on myself. There would also be way too much food for just me to eat, so I asked my parents and my older sister to come out and stay with me. So even if you did come on the next bus, there wouldn't be a room here open for you guys. And since it's the middle of spring break, I'm not so sure you'll find a room at any of the hotels or resorts here. But if you all really want to come out here, then get ready to sleep out in a park somewhere.
What? Iris, that's... You asked your family to come along without asking me for permission first? This is supposed to be a trip for my family to go on.
Wow, have the tables really turned on you or what? Who was the one that invited a complete stranger on this family trip without ever asking me first? Go ahead and get mad at me all you want for this, but this has made us even now. Remember when I said I wasn't going to let this all happen anymore? Well, here we are. I'm no longer taking any of your crap, and I'm going to be serving what you've given me right back.
Wait, no way. I'm telling you that I really have not been cheating on you.
Go ahead and keep saying that to me. I love watching you freak out like a little ant drowning in water. Just know that you saying you've not been cheating isn't going to do anything for you. I have loads of evidence that says otherwise.
No, you seriously are making a huge mistake right now. Just freaking believe me.
All you have to say to me anymore is that I'm the one who's misunderstanding things, and not once have you apologized to me yet. I guess even now, while you're caught red-handed, you still think everything you've done isn't wrong?
Wait, no. Sorry. I made a big mistake this time. I'm so dang sorry for everything I did to you recently.
I asked for an apology from you, not this shallow and heartless BS. When I'm done spending time with my family here, I'll get to work on the divorce. So until then, can you sit tight and be quiet for me? I'm really excited to relax at this amazing resort that I picked out. And I don't need to keep having my phone go off about something that's not my fault.
Wait.
See you, Lucas. I was then able to meet up with my mom, dad, and my sister, and the four of us were able to enjoy the resort while eating amazing foods and drinking lots of alcohol. I guess it really is the most fun when you go on trips with those you can love and trust. After our stay at the resort was over, I went home with both my parents, and there I got in touch with a lawyer to start working on the divorce. I started showing all the evidence I had of Lucas cheating on me with Nadia, and the whole meeting with my lawyer went by smoother than butter. Both Lucas and his parents came to my parents' house begging for me to not go through with the divorce. But I wasn't going to have it, and made sure to divorce Lucas while also getting a settlement from both him and Nadia. And what do you know? 2 months after the divorce, Lucas and Nadia got married to one another. But when it came to Nadia, she may have been a really good lover to Lucas, but as his wife, she was a no-go. And once again, due to cheating, the relationship they had went cold in half a year. Then Lucas tried to get back in touch with me, trying to get me to come back to his side and marry him. But by that point in time, I was with another man that my older sister had introduced me to. And when I told him I was already married, he shut up and would never talk to me again after that. I really hope he realizes nobody's going to want him around them when he thinks it's all right to invite another woman on a family trip with his wife and parents. Luckily for me, I have a new husband now who is both really kind to me and treats me as though I'm his equal. And from here on, I'm going to forget about that idiot ex of mine and put all my head into thinking about my true love.
Hey Nate, I see you're not home yet. Where are you? Did you stay over at your parents' place last night or something? You really should have called, you know. You still got a whole lot of stuff to pack before moving. Are you gonna make it in time? May end up having to throw all the stuff out. You do realize that we have to move out of this apartment tomorrow, right? I can't do this all myself, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Don't start again.
Alright, but you keep saying you can do it all yourself. Are you sure about it?
Please stop nagging me about this, would you? As long as we move out tomorrow, we're good, right? I got the whole day tomorrow to pack up, so don't get all worked up over it. I'll take care of it. I plan on starting early in the morning and getting it done in no time.
The moving guys are arriving at noon, you know that, right?
Huh? Really? I thought it was like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m.
We talked about this, Nate. Are you sure you can do this?
Yeah, right. Well, then. Okay, I'll work all night tonight. I won't even sleep till I get it done.
Oh yeah? Whatever. So just get home. You can start on this afternoon. You stayed at your folks' place last night again, right?
I'm busy with my own stuff too, you know. Will you just stop with the constant nagging and let me do what I need to do? Jeesh.
Yeah, whatever. Just get it done is all I'm saying. Hey Nate, are you there? Nice of you to pack all your stuff during the night, but where the hell did you go again? Like I said yesterday, the moving guys are going to arrive pretty soon. You do remember telling me that, right? Later in the afternoon, hope you haven't forgotten.
Huh? What are you talking about? My stuff's been packed and all ready to go. The moving guys will just pick them up. You just have to be there to make sure it gets done. I don't need to be there.
Yeah, okay, no problem. But just tell me where you ran off to. You can at least tell me that.
I'm at my folks' place.
Excuse me? Again?
What's wrong with that? Am I not allowed to be at my parents' place? Why the hell do you think I'm coming over here? Going back and forth like this. You would help out here at home, that's why. I have to do it all myself. And we should be a little more appreciative.
Pardon me? What are you even talking about? You never told me the reason why you're going over to your parents' place every chance you get. What are you helping out anyways?
Are you slow? The timing itself should tell you that much. Thought you would figure it out right off the bat. Do I have to explain every single little detail? Man, I never realized you were so slow-witted for Pete's sake.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry I'm such a slow-witted wife, but I would appreciate it if you would explain everything in words. It's not though as I'm a clairvoyant.
I have to pack all my parents' stuff too. I haven't moved into our new home. That takes time. I got a lot of stuff.
Wait, what?
Man, you are really uncaring towards my folks. Didn't bother to help me out at all. They tell me that you never showed up even once to help them pack and clean out their place. It was just the three of us. You're unbelievable.
Okay, could you slow down for 1 second, Nate? Because I have no idea what you're talking about. What's this your folks moving into our new home? This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Oh boy, do I really have to keep repeating myself for God's sake. Let me make myself clear. From today, my parents will be living with us in our new home. Their stuff ready to go later.
Wait, what?
Okay, now that you know, make sure when you're over there that you help with the unpacking. You got that? They are upset with you as it is.
Stop right there, Nate. This is the first time I'm hearing that your parents are going to be living with us. I wish you would have discussed this with me beforehand. Besides, we didn't build that house so that your folks could live with us. That never came up.
Have you got your head screwed on correctly? Do I have to explain everything to you for God's sake? If we build a new home, it's obvious that my folks will be living with us. It's a given. I thought you knew that. No way I'm changing my mind about this. I don't want to hear another word about it.
Hold it a second, Nate. This is an important matter. You can't just decide this on your own. We should have sat down and discussed this. Why the hell didn't you mention it? If we had discussed this, we could have designed the house differently. We would have been prepared better to accommodate them.
Please don't give me all this crap. What's done is done. Leave it at that, would you?
Excuse me? You call all of this crap? Are you nuts? You're the one with the screw loose, Nate. Why the hell didn't you tell me this sooner?
Hey, Sue, you keep this up, and I have no other choice but to divorce you. You don't want that, do you?
Divorce? You have to bring that up, huh?
Listen up, Sue. You want to stay married to me? Well, that's my top priority condition. My parents live with us. You don't like it? Then it's bye-bye to you. Take it or leave it, Sue.
What's with you, Nate? It's as if you want a divorce. Hey, Nate. You came back to the apartment once, didn't you? I just checked the mailbox and found that you left something. Divorce papers, huh? Really?
Okay, you got him, huh? Picking up where we left off earlier. If you just can't agree with us living with my folks in the new house, well, I'm sorry to say that the only choice left for us is divorce. Those papers are what will determine our future. Make your choice, Sue. Live with us or be gone. You don't want me to divorce you? Well, do as I say and we start living with my folks in our new home. It's a simple choice, Sue. Take it or leave it.
Do you realize that what you're saying is totally outrageous?
What do you mean outrageous? It's not outrageous at all. Actually, it's a fair and reasonable proposition.
You call that fair and reasonable? Please give me a break.
Come on, Sue, I'm getting sick of your disobedience. I was just talking to Mom earlier. We both agreed that you were an unruly and rebellious wife, and you need a thorough rehabilitation. We agree we need to make some drastic changes once we move into our new home. So I expect some changes.
Oh yeah? Really? Unruly and rebellious, huh?
Once we get all the stuff moved into the new home, that's when your disciplinary training will begin. So get ready for that. This is for your own good, Sue. If you don't want a divorce, I suggest you obey all our commands and do what a wife is supposed to do. You got that?
And if I say no, what happens then?
Like I said, divorce!
Are you really thinking about divorcing me? I mean, really? 100%?
How many times will I have to keep repeating myself? That's why I send you the divorce papers, for Pete's sake. I mean what I say.
Okie dokie. Let me think about it. I'll sign and submit the divorce papers right now then.
Wait, what?
I'm saying I'll sign the papers and submit them to the city hall this afternoon. Clear enough for you, Nate?
Come on, Sue, it's Saturday today. City Hall is closed. Looks like you're gonna have to wait. You trying to scare me or something? Well, you really should use your head.
I'm not trying to scare you.
Yeah, right. Anyways, you threaten me like that again, and you're not gonna be stepping in our new home. Capiche? Why can't you be honest with yourself? Just say you're fine with it and we can go on without all the hassle. We'll wait for the movers to deliver our stuff and into the house. Then we can contact my folks and have the place ready for them to move in, alright? You do all the unpacking. You got that? That's the first step of your disciplinary training. Hey, Sue, you there? Answer me, would ya? My folks and I just arrived at the new place. Where the hell are you? I thought maybe you had champagne ready for us.
What do you want? You're giving me a headache.
What did you just say to me?
Are you in front of the new place? Is that where you're texting me from?
Are you nuts? Of course we are. I told you we would be arriving just about the time the movers finish moving in our stuff. And what the hell is this anyways? Why'd you change the lock on the door? I didn't ask you to do that. I can't use my key. What is this, Sue?
Yeah, well, I changed the locks because I didn't want strangers coming in, that's why. I don't see what I'm doing wrong here.
You really have nerve shutting out the owner from his own home. You're really asking for it, Sue. I'm gonna have to bust that window in and get in that way. How'd you like that?
That would be breaking and entering. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I mean, that is if you don't mind wearing that bright orange jumpsuit.
Excuse me? What did you just say? You really expect the police to arrest me for breaking into my own home? You've totally lost it, Sue. Now open the damn door! Everyone knows that if you're married, while we both own. Common sense. You're way dumber than I realized, Sue. Man, you really do need discipline for crying out loud.
Really, Nate? What are you talking about? I remember that we got divorced earlier. So that means I'm a single woman. Well, a divorcee if you want to be accurate.
Pardon me, you're not making any sense, Sue.
Like I said, you remember I said I was going to sign and submit those divorce papers, right?
Yeah, I know you did, I heard you. But like I said, it's Saturday today, dummy. City Hall is closed, not open for business. Too bad.
Well, even if the main office is closed, they will accept all forms and applications 365 days a year and 24 hours a day.
Pardon me?
Yeah, they have a 24-hour counter there.
Wait, 24 hours? No way.
Check their homepage. You'll see it right there.
You're right, they do accept forms 24/7. I had no idea.
Oh, so you checked their homepage, huh?
Yeah, I did. Are you serious? You already submitted the papers? Anyways, those divorce papers are not valid. I won't permit it.
Huh? But it was you that sent the papers over, all signed and dated ready to go. I thought you wanted this divorce. And I clearly said that I would agree to divorce and that I would sign it and submit it. It's all in the line messaging record.
Yeah, well, I was only trying to, But you can't just walk into my house and take over, changing the locks and all. Now that we're divorced, it means the house is mine. I want you out there right this minute.
Are you still going on about that?
Give me the keys to the house right now.
I think I told you this 100 times. We built this house under my name. When we went to the bank to set up a mortgage, we did it under my name because you just quit your job. The bank understandably wouldn't pass the loan because you were unemployed.
Yeah, but...
So in the end, we had to put it under my name. The house, the mortgage payments are all under my name. I'm currently working and paying off the mortgage payments. Oh yeah, and I paid the entire deposit amount, which was no small sum. You do remember that, don't you? Nate, you paid $0 towards the house, which for all intents and purposes makes the house 100% mine.
Well, I thought,
I thought you were well aware of this.
Yeah, well, but we really didn't have to go so far as divorce. Maybe we got a little hot-headed about all this, all worked up about moving and being all busy and all. And why don't we revoke the divorce and remarry and start over, huh? What do you say? Let's relax and talk this over.
Sorry, I would not.
Huh? Why not? I mean, we've only been married 3 years. It really would look good with friends and relatives.
I would rather live alone than have to live with 3 of you. And I was really not looking forward to these disciplinary training sessions with your mom.
Yeah, well...
You haven't been to the unemployment office recently, have you? Do you even want to work? It sure doesn't seem that way. You're always sitting at home playing games on your smartphone or drinking beer all afternoon. Oh yeah, you've been using my credit card too, haven't you?
Well, I just used that because I was,
If you did some work around the house, I would have forgiven you for that, but you don't do a damn thing. I was just getting fed up with your antics. My pissed off meter was rising to a boiling point when you brought up moving in with your parents into our new house. That totally did it. Then, the divorce papers. Wow, I was practically foaming at the mouth at that point. Now, who wouldn't choose divorce at that point, right? So now, here we are. I would appreciate if you'd take that furniture off my lawn and back into the truck off my property before I call the police.
Hey, come on, Sue, let's talk about this.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Your stuff is still at the old apartment. I couldn't very well have brought them into my house, right? So take care of that as you see fit.
Hold on a second, you left my stuff at the old place? But today's the day we have to move out.
What was I supposed to do? If I brought it here, it would be theft. That would be a crime. I had no choice but to leave all that there. The landlord says as you get it out there by the morning, he's fine with it. You better get over there and retrieve it.
Hey Sue, could we just live with you in this house for now? I mean, until we find another place.
Pardon me?
Yeah, it's just that we sold my parents' old place. We have nowhere else to go. So please, for one night at least?
I'm sorry. I would rather have not strangers living in my new house. Sorry.
Please, Sue, that's going way too far. We were husband and wife just a few hours ago. How could you call me a stranger?
Sorry. I really can't.
Please, we've lived together for 3 years. What's one more night?
I said no means no. I hope you heard me loud and clear.
Come on, Sue, don't be like this.
If you're still there in 5 minutes, I'm calling the cops.
Are you saying we're finished? Forever?
That's right. We're totally finished. You better hurry. And I'm not kidding about calling the cops.
Please, Sue!
That word police really had an effect on them. They packed all their furniture back onto the truck and they hurriedly disappeared. I didn't know his parents had sold their house. I guess they were hoping to live here for free and live off their savings or something. I heard they finally found a weekly rental place on the outskirts of town. But the money they got for the house was used to pay me back all the money that Nate used for my savings without my knowledge. They still have enough to live on it, but later came to light that Nate's mom had a huge debt that also had to be paid off. Well, that left them with very little. The last I heard, the three of them were living in a tiny apartment, working day and night to make ends meet.